as we inch one day closer to the best day of all time, the day that Kamala Harris wins the presidency of the United States. I know I'm excited. The cult of Donald Trump continues the seething cauldron of insane and illegal activity. More than one Trump supporter serving in governmental branches has been revealed to be a racist and / or misogynist and / or overall POS throughout the uprising of MAGA and all that has continued to come with it. And the Springfield, Ohio Sheriff's Lieutenant John Rogers is no different. His audacious comments are as illegal as Elon Musk was when he accepted the $3 million loan to start Tesla. What this cop spews out of his mouth is unbelievable. And trust me when I say it, you won't believe it. Just like Marjorie Taylor Greene won't believe the earth is round, or that forest fires are caused by, I don't know, human beings and other climate changes. Nope, just Jewish space lasers.
You off. How about that?
Now I know what you're asking yourself. Jasmine, how could I forget? How could I forget such an insane thing that sounds like it was cooked up by a meth head who also doubles as the House of Representatives member for Georgia's 14th district? Well, the answer to viewer is, you can't. You can't forget. But what we do seem to forget is that these people, the Marjorie Taylor Greenes of the world, the John Rogers of the world, they work for us, the American people. And we should be able to fire them at any time. For example, when they act like this.
Can you tell me why so many people that support Donald Trump love conspiracy theories, including yourself? He seems to attract lots of conspiracy theorists.
Well, let me tell you, you're a conspiracy theorist, and the left and the media spreads more conspiracy theories. We like the truth. We like supporting our Constitution, our freedoms, and America first. So,
what about Jewish space lasers? Tell us about Jewish space lasers.
No, why don't you go talk about Jewish space lasers? And really, why don't you off? How about that?
Thanks. Thank you very much.
Always the lady. Clearly, she did not enjoy being called out. Maybe she should stop voting against her own rights, as the 50s were not so great for American women. You run your mouth like that, you might get taken out back. That's all I'm saying, especially being from Georgia. However, she has no problem calling for a national divorce to separate the red and blue states. That's a civil war, by the way, due to what she saw as irreconcilable differences between Lauren Boebert and Colorado, making headlines when Lauren Boebert compared President Biden to Hitler during a speech. She went on to describe his administration policies as Nazi practices. Why are they so obsessed with Hitler? Like, I swear, that's all they talk about. I mean, we get it. Hitler, shut up. We don't want to hear about it. Hitler is terrible. The Holocaust was horrible. We are done talking about it. Yes, thank you. Why am I having to explain this again? Other than beating off a dude in a movie theater and cussing out service workers, Lauren Boebert also spends her time proposing that the church and state should be clicked up. The church is supposed to direct the government, she says. And of course, this is obviously contradicting the Constitution, even though both Marjorie Taylor Greene and Lauren Boebert consider themselves constitutionalists. But that's not where elected officials abusing their power ends. Oh no. We've recently gotten quite the apology from Springfield, Ohio Sheriff's Lieutenant Little Johnny Rogers, who was caught in writing on the internet, on Facebook to be exact, some of the most illegal and offensive things to be said by a cop ever. And yes, I know that's saying something. The lieutenant deputy did indeed get spanked. I mean, written up. A written reprimand, that is, for saying the most flagrantly immoral and illegal things ever on his Facebook. And then, here's the kicker, blaming drugs. Sleep aids, to be exact. And by sleep aids, I think he means Jack Daniels. Remember that this is the same county that has been experiencing a slew of racism and violence, including bomb and death threats, because of Trump's insane comments about eating animals.
They're eating the dogs, the people that came in. They're eating the cats. They're eating the pets of the people that live there. And this is what's happening in our country.
Then, of course, this banger.
Cat, eat the cat, eat the cat.
Seeing red, so don't push me. Ain't Donald Trump trying to grab him by the... Said it was some Haitians, somewhere out in Springfield. Women doing cartwheels.
Have you seen Garfield?
Eat the cat.
Have you seen Snowball? This about to snowball. I'm about to go off. I can't let this go on. Miss me like an airball.
Eat the cat. Eat the cat. Oh, sorry. I thought I was at a Chappell Roan concert. The Lieutenant Sheriff, John Rogers, who has been in law enforcement for 31 glorious gunslinging, handcuff-carrying, bobby stick-wielding years, by the way. Isn't that amazing news for the people of Springfield? And I thought we were going to have to avoid the South only, but nope. North too. West. Northeast. Anywhere but not my property, I guess. Anyways, John Rogers said this on Facebook. I am sorry. If you support the Democrat Party, I will not help you. He reportedly then wrote, and quote, "The problem is I know which of you supports the Democratic Party, and I will not help you survive the end days." What? That's so illegal. He then was confronted and says that he takes a sleeping aid that can cause him to make actions that are, in quote, out of character, texts, phone calls, or other forms of communication. In quote, "I was taken aback when I read those messages, and I do not have those, nor have I ever had those feelings toward anyone, like I depicted in the post that I made. I have served this community, the county, and the state for the last 31 years, serving as a firefighter, campus policy officer, and a sheriff's deputy. There is no other job that I would want to be doing than the one that I am currently at." Prepositional phrase at the end of a sentence. "I know in this day, age, and society has a perception of law enforcement that may not always be positive, and I have now added to that perception." No shit. Rogers then said, "I expect responsibility for my messages, and I deeply regret making them." Yeah, right. That is like, yeah, you regret getting caught. You regret blowing an Ambien, backing 8 fucking shots of Jack Daniels, talking on Facebook about how you want everybody to die that's voting against your white supremacist agenda, and then you get to keep your job. Oh yeah, he kept his job. He got a written reprimand. I mentioned that, right? Anyways, yeah, I know I did. That's all the bullshit I personally have the energy for at this moment. This has been Really American. I'm Jasmine Meadows.